This is the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. Let's go creating. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me for another day of the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. Today is Tuesday and it is day 6, which means one color is the prompt. For me, it is also another day of the 100-day challenge. I believe it might be day 32. We're almost a third of the way in. I am very, very impressed. And I am filming a bunch of videos in one day. So for me, today is still Saturday. And I am working on a couple of different projects at the same time. So I might get confused. Right in front of me, I am very organized right now. I have everything green because one color, and I decided that since I still had some of the botanical things from the other day on my desk from the other project in my journal, all the greens from this project, I figured I would just use them up. And because I have this green page in my journal as well, so that's what I want to use as the base. And yeah, they might not all go together, but it'll work. So what I'm going to try and recreate is I'm going to make a couple of tickets out of green postage stamps, and then I think I want to put it like that so that you can put something behind it, kind of like a belly band, but it's not a belly band, it's more like a tuck. So that's what I want to do. And I have all these beautiful labels and paper left, so I'm going to make a collage on here, and I want to stamp and stencil to turn it into more steampunk. So first things first, I want to make the other belly band, or not belly band, tuck thing out of tickets. So I'm going to do it like that, but I have a second one, so I can do two. And I am going to just glue a whole bunch of stamps the same way as I did this one onto this ticket. That is what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to need is some glue. Very simple. I'm trying not to make a very complicated project. I'm trying to do as easy as I possibly can because it's been getting a little overwhelming. I am really over the top with what I'm doing, and which there's nothing wrong with that. But it becomes overwhelming, and we don't want to do that. And especially because I do have a full-time job. I started questioning if I was doing the right thing in creating this channel and trying to get this started, because I wasn't sure how to fit everything in a day. So that's why I am taking one day to film a bunch of things, and then I just have to edit it and get it uploaded. And if I can get ahead with that a little, then I can have somewhat of a life at the same time. My hat off to Louisa Heinzel, who did it in 2 languages for the longest time. I don't know how you did it. This is so much work just like that, and to have to do it twice would be terrible. I already find that when something goes wrong and I have to recreate it, I'm just almost in tears because yeah. And that's why a lot of the times you guys don't get pieces of the video, because it just goes wrong and I can't finish what I'm doing. But I'm too far in to start over. Oh my goodness, I'm actually making it through the video for this one. I had started it and then something went wrong with my camera, and yeah, it's been the story of my life this week. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece off and I'm going to put it at the top. There we go. Oh, it's not stuck down yet. All right, let me just make sure this is all stuck down properly, because the last thing we want is to have things, have postage stamps flying off. I'm not sure if this is an original idea of mine. I know using postage stamps is definitely not original. Other people have done that. Making tickets is not original, but I believe the rest of the project is definitely my own idea. For the most part, that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to come up with my own idea, and but sometimes there is like something, you get inspiration from other people and you see something and you're like, oh, but I can try that. So that is really like when I say like I got the idea from here, that doesn't mean that I am totally copying it. It means that I am inspired by what they have done and I want to do something similar. All right, so I have 2 tags. I'm just going to ink around this one, and I am using forest moss for this. I did grab the rustic wilderness as well. Just to have a little variation of green. Okay. Oh, no, not done. Not done. Now done. Perfect. All right, so I have 2 of these now, which is wonderful. So now that the 2 ticket collages are done, I am going to start on the next collage, which I am putting on here. And what I want to do is make a border around the perimeter. So I'm going to use glue stick to, not that one, not that one, there it is. I'm going to use glue stick, and I am going to glue down all these tickets. They're all, well, not tickets, they're all labels from the Botanical Collage and Cluster Mega Pack base kit. It's green and neutral from the Junk Journal Studio. Michelle, I am still using your stuff. I am loving it. I have so many labels by the Junk Journal Studio. I absolutely adore working with the products. So yeah, this is just going to be all green, different colors green. It is hurting my eyes, so I think I want to cover this for sure. But yeah, like, so I have all these labels, and I also have labels that I have left over from the other journal, from the folio that I made, and so I'm going to put those in there as well. And I'm going to do front and back, so I'm going to need a lot of things. I also have a piece of a page, and I have some other collage bits and pieces. So I think it's just a question of, let's get gluing and let's just not think about it too much. should grab my glue book. Grabbing my glue book. All I'm using is it's a catalog. We get, ta-da. Just going to grab a new page. I have this card. That would be cool on there. No, but maybe I want to put that like more towards the top, like that. Yeah. You can't see me gluing. That's okay. You don't need to see me glue. So yeah, I am trying to make my life as easy as I possibly can and make interesting videos for you at the same time that are within the steampunk level for the month of July. For August, I'm going to do something different. I don't know what yet because we're only on July 5th. When you're watching this, it is a few days later. I don't know what day Tuesday would be off the top of my head. And you can tell I'm not overly caring. I'm just putting labels on here, and I have some other elements that I can use as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to make something fun. Overlap a little bit here and there. When you're collaging, you definitely want to overlap and not have straight lines. So I try to be as wonky as I can, and that is right up my alley. I'm going to take some of this. I am considering this green. I don't care what you say. I am considering it to be green. I need all the green I can find. I know I have more. Aren't these pages fantastic? Michelle does such a wonderful job. I'm just cutting a couple of these pieces off. As long as it has green in it, then it counts in my book. There. Make a couple of little ones there, and then a couple of bigger ones. This one has no green in it. Okay, so I think I want one of the littler ones right here. Or do I want this? No, I don't want this one. I want this one. I'm sorry, I am talking to myself. think I want a piece of this. Right here. It's a beautiful day today. I've spent a little bit of time outside. I was doing some fussy cutting, and I was working on a different project outside as well. By now you have seen that video. I was working on the board book outside. I think, oh, I don't want to cover the stamp right there. There, I'll go a little bit lower. What else do I want to put there? Can I go like that? I sure can. You know what? I have a bin with all kinds of collage material. I should go through that and see if I can find anything else that is green and flowery. Found a few things. Eclectic is the word, I think. I think I like the flowers I can do something with. I can do something with that. I think that would work for green. There's green in it. That would work. This would. That does not work. That does not scream steampunk to me at all. And this would work as well. This also does not scream steampunk for me. So I'm just putting it aside. And I mean, and while I was looking, this kind of got a chance to dry a little bit. Oh, I have a cute piece right here. Do I want to put it right there? Right there. That's cute. And let's take a piece of the chair. I'm just not sure. I was going to put it right there, and that way it's just showing the legs. I just can't do it. Normally, like, that would be exactly my style, but because this is more of a steampunk journal, I just can't do the pink in there. It's not working for me. All right. These leaves will work. Right there, and that would pretty much finish this one off. Scissors. don't see my other scissors anywhere. Don't like the idea of using my fuzzy cut scissors with glue, but that's okay. Oh, here's my Mr. Tim Holtz scissors. So I'm just making sure that I'm cutting around the cardstock again so that it is neat and tidy, and now we could go to the other side and do the exact same thing. So I might speed that up a little bit. So I've got the collage done on both sides. I think it's really cool. It's all green. Now I have to, but I accidentally closed up both sides of the hole, so I had to repunch those. And I'm going to add some hole reinforcers. And I have cute little gears that I can put on the front piece. So I have to decide which one is going to be the front, which one is going to be the back. I think I like this side the best. It just came out way better than the other side. So I am going to put this on here. And I'll use a little white glue as well. Come on, glue. Work with me, please. Just a little glue. There we go. Grab the other one. And I have some arrows as well for the other side. Because now the trick is, let's turn this into something steampunk, right? So I'm going to try and turn this into like the hands of a clock, maybe. Would it resemble that? I have so much glue on my fingers. There we go. We're going that way. Done. Okay, so I'm going to throw all of this into that Collage Father bin, because you never know when you need something green again, right? Okay, these can all be put away as well. There, I can close my glue up. You see, I even have a green bead. So there is going to be a dangle on it. I don't know in what spot yet, probably on the bottom. And I have some eyelets. And I'm pretty sure I have green ones. Yep. Oh, it's gonna match so well. There we go. So I have an eyelet and I have a bead. Those are going to be on just in a little bit. I'm going to want to ink around here first, and I think I used forest moss on the tickets, so I want to use forest moss on the collage piece as well. Do I want to brown the corners? Yes, I do. Let's do that first. And I want to use the big one again. It just looks nicer. There we go. I have a little pile of clippings beside me, always. When I'm done, I throw it in the garbage. Kind of cool to work with just one color sometimes. It's very monochromatic. I'm really liking this challenge so far. So I would like to thank Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland for hosting this. What a fantastic idea. And it's working very well for me with the 100-day project. However, like I said, it did get a little overwhelming last week, and that had nothing to do with either project. It just had to do with my timeline. So I don't know what I want to do next. I have some stencil butter. I have stencils because now I have to turn it into something steampunk. So I believe I also have my stamps. Yes, I do. I have the butterfly stamp. And it's getting grungier and grungier every day. So today she's going to be green. I think I'm going to use Rustic Wilderness for the inking, and I'm just using the side with the gears, and I'm not even using the whole thing at once. I'm just using bits and pieces to create some kind of design where it looks like there's gears on there. There, have to do both sides. Even though I have a front and a back, I do want to use both sides. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I'll do a few of those. Some on the front too. Somewhere is very clear what it is. There we go. Perfect. Let's close up the glue again. And then I'm going to grab this stencil by Tracy Scott and Paper Artsy. And I want to use the chain again. Do I want straight chain for once? Maybe. Maybe not. Now I'm thinking, do I want to use the little chain or do I want to use the big chain? And do I want it coming down off there maybe? Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to use my Stencil Butter for that. I love using Stencil Butter, really, like, and I don't use it often enough, but I really like how it looks, and it has that bit of metallic gleam to it. You have this beautiful mat that it's a silicone mat that is wonderful because you can put jars on it and it doesn't slide away from you for your project. And what am I using? I am using a cheap mat from Dollarama because it is easier to clean. Oh, is that ever cool? That looks really nice. Look at the shimmer in the in there. Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't want to go overboard with it, and this needs to dry. So I'll just carry on with one side and then I'll turn it over and do the other side. I'm trying to find my handy wipes. So this is going to be a much simpler project than any of the other ones have been. I don't want to take as long. So we're already at half an hour and I think that is plenty. So I'm going to put the ticket belly band, or do I want to go all the way corner to corner like that? I think so. I think that's what's going to happen. So let's measure out where this is going to go. Right there. And right there. I am that person. I can keep going and going and going and going with a project. I will throw so much stuff at it that all of a sudden it's no longer cute. So that's why I have to stop myself now and say, okay, is this enough? And I think that is also part of what my problem was this week. Yep, that works. Glue. Because that gets overwhelming as well. Like if you don't see an end and you can just keep going and adding more and adding this and adding that, then you know, what do you do? Like there's got to be an end to a project. You can just forever put stuff on it, but when it's done, it's done. Okay, I have to ink around these sides again, right there. And I'll put something on it to make it stick. Won't take very long. Just the glue just needs to dry, and that means that it needs to stick to the paper. So that's the front done so far. I'm going to punch a hole in here. Oh, I don't want this. I don't want this on here. Darn it! How did I not see that? Okay. I'm going to punch a hole in here and put the dangle on there. Do I want to put it there or do I want to put it right here? Or let's put it right there. Why the hell not? There it goes. Doesn't want to go through. There we go, it's on there. I need a little something to attach it. There we go, we got a little green dangle on the bottom. It's going to be a dangly journal. I'm not overly excited about dangles ever. And I would never put them in a shabby, well, I would and I wouldn't. But I'm not, it's just not something that I usually do. But for this project, it worked very, very nicely. And it is showing on both sides, so that's even better. I need to let the this side dry, and I'll probably finish it off camera with the other belly band or tuck spot and the other piece of the stencil butter. So while I was editing the project, I realized that I had not shared the final results with you. except for in the pictures all the way at the end. So what I did was I added a little, like a little dial. I had made it for the folio and it was still laying on my desk. So I thought, well, I may as well add it to this. We have the dangle on here. We have the stencil butter, and I brought it down just a little further so that it's all the way to the end. And then I did it on the back as well, and it went terribly wrong. I don't know what it is with me and stencil butter today and yesterday, because I smudged it everywhere. So this is definitely the back. It is horrible. I had done it on the wrong side because I wanted them to be attached like that. It just, everything went wrong. I should have waited until I put this side on to put the eyelet through. You know, it's just some days I'm a rocket scientist. Other days I get out of the car with the seatbelt on. But it is finished, and the front is beautiful. I am very happy with it. I love the interactive part on it. So I just used a brad, and the brad kind of looks green as well. So I am very pleased with how this one color project turned out for me. If you enjoyed this video with all my laughter as well, make sure you hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss the next project. I can give you a little sneak peek. It is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. And I am very excited to keep going on it. But I can't yet. I have to finish this. So the next prompt is stamp it. Then words and lace are the other ones for this week. Thanks for watching today. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.